Hey, this is Jeannine, and it's Friday's Fitness Corner, where we are at Studios Fitness and Dance in Wellesley. And today, I don't know how that happened. I got some gloves on, and I got a bag here, and so I figured, let's hit some stuff with stuff. So one thing that, honestly, I gotta be completely honest with you guys, it never ceases to put a smile on a client's face when you have them hit stuff with stuff. Whether it's the ball that you're slamming it into the floor, you're slamming it into stuff, hitting stuff with stuff, puts a huge smile on people's faces because we're not allowed to go around and hit things all the time. That would be bad. But when we're here at the gym, we can do it and it's good. It feels good. It gets out all that tension and energy, and it's a really, really fun way to work out. So I'm gonna just talk a little bit about how when we're hitting, yeah, we're punching, we're hitting with the gloves, but everything is starting from the floor. So if our feet are planted and never moving, no matter what we do with the upper body, it's not going to be correct. So you just got to understand the concept that everything is coming from the floor when we begin. So I usually have my clients working out on both sides just to keep everything even, but we are certainly going to be a one-side dominant person because that's how we live. We're the right-handed or left-handed. Even if you're a little bit ambidextrous, you will find that you have a more comfortable lead, but still do both sides. So I'm going to start with my off-lead side. I'm going to start with my right foot forward, and the jab is the first punch that I usually teach. It is your short, your stinging punch. But even with the jab, coming straight from the jawline, I want to make sure that I'm not leaving it there. All right. The other thing I see a lot in classes is you start the punches and then punch, 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 punch. Well, let's just think about this. If I'm going to punch, I'm giving the bad guy an opportunity to grab my arm and hit me with whatever he wants and completely incapacitate me. So you're not going to leave your punch out. The better thing to do is sting him, retract, pull it back, push pull, push pull, push pull, push pull. The front punch is your stinging punch, it's your disorienting punch. It's not meant to knock them out. That's going to be the rear punch. The second punch, I'm holding up two fingers, but you can't see it. It's the second punch that I teach is the cross. So we're here, we've just jabbed. Crossing, rear foot, pivot. If I don't pivot, and I keep the foot where it is, then I don't have the power, and I'm not using this behind it. I can get further lengthwise when I add the pivot, right? So, cross, 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 cross. I always have my clients half-ass things before they add their power. Because, like I said, if it's coming from the floor and the feet are so integral in this whole thing, we got to figure out our dance moves before we start adding a bunch of power and hurting ourselves. So I say, jab, cross, half-ass it. Figure out, oh, where's my foot going to go? Am I pivoting? Am I covering? Are my hands to step, protecting my face? Good, then let's turn it on. Jab, cross, jab, cross, jab, cross, right? Mix up your timing. Jab, jab, cross, jab, jab, cross, jab, cross, jab. I think I'm probably starting to move out of the scene here. Do the other side. For this one, we're just gonna go over these two punches. You can do a lot of work with just the two punches. So I'm gonna switch to the other side. So now I'm left lead. So my jab, yeah, it doesn't feel quite as strong because I'm right-handed, but this is, again, your stinging punch. This is just your, hey, punch. So the guy's like, wait, what? And then you come with the cross, but that'll be in 1 second. So you got your jabs, jab, half-ass it. Make sure the elbows are aiming down. Get a little stronger, a little faster. Good. Now, our cross. Half-ass, pivot, 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 add your punch. Boom, 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 right? Get your footwork down. Now, the other thing I want to go over just quickly, whether you're jabbing without a target, without gloves on, whatever, the other thing that I see in addition to this, we're punching, la da 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 da. What is this? We're punching, My elbows are gonna come up really high. Why? Don't do that. Elbows come up, what happens to the shoulders? We've talked about that. Other things. Keep the elbows aiming down. Double jab, cross, no matter which side. Double jab, cross. All right? So we've gone over jabs and crosses and pivots and kinetic chains and the simple jab. Last thing I'm talking about. Simple jab. The reason why I'm stopping with these two punches. Jab works. Biceps, triceps, internal and external obliques. Shoulder works the delts, the anterior, medial, and posterior. So there's a lot of musculature turned on just for this simple move. So anyway, that's the magic of hitting something with something. Hitting stuff with stuff. We're at Studios. This is Friday's Fitness Corner. Do both sides. Well, maybe we'll cover crosses, uppercuts, and hooks next week. Let's see what happens then. Who knows? Thank you so much for watching. I'm Jeannine and we're at Studios. Thank you for watching Friday's Fitness Corner. Woohoo! See you next week.